Okay, crashed my Spitfire, and you can see killed the Powerpod. It's all tweaked and bent to crap. I'm gonna have to make a new one. So this got me thinking, what can I do to reinforce this front end a little bit? Because I've had two of these now, and one just kind of wore out. Where it mounts here it's just got a real small contact area to the Powerpod. So, and this is just your standard Flite test Powerpod. I reinforced with tape, and yeah. So, what I decided to do was build something to make this a little stronger, and that's what I'm going to show you today. Kind of a reinforced Powerpod. This is Brad at Attitude RC, and got another upgrade for you for one of your Flite test models. This one can pretty much work on any of the Flite test models. It's a Powerpod upgrade. Most of the Powerpods, you have a lot of problems with the front firewall bending and creasing after, even a small crash. Basically what I did was I made these little arms that sit inside here. And what they do is basically distribute the force across more of the Powerpod while still leaving you a lot of room for your parts inside. It's very easy to put together. It's a laser cut kit. Basically you get your CA glue, and we put it together like a lot of my other kits. They're pretty tight fitting already, but you always put a little CA glue on them. You'll notice there's two sides to them, a short side and a longer side. And that's for a couple different reasons. One, the shorter side lines up with the hole right there, so you still have room for your wires to come through. And the other reason is the shorter side goes up on this side, so it actually lines up really nice with the Powerpod when the Powerpod gets put into the model. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this together for you and show you how easy it goes in. We're going to get our little CA glue. Open this up if I can. Okay, take your CA, opened, and put a little bit of CA on the contact areas right here, here, and then just I put a little bit on each side. Doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to secure it. Now, put the smaller side, the shorter side, up, so towards the mounting holes there. So slide it in and make sure that smaller piece is up. Should push in, just kind of make sure it's squared up. It's not leaning to one side or the other. Should line up really nice and easy. Do the other two. Same side, same thing on the other side. Make sure the short side goes towards the mounting part. I just do it on the table here. Square it up. Just sit in there really nice and square. And the one on the bottom, make sure the short side goes towards your wire hole right there. And we'll CA. CA, a little bit down the side, put a cap on your CA. And short side towards the mounting hole. Nice tight fit. Square it up. And it should sit in there just like that. It should look like that with the three arms sticking out. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. Be right back. Okay, our firewall's all dried up. So basically we're going to install it. And this is just your standard Powerpod from one of the Flite test models. Always do a test fit on it. Slides in there. See, everything should line up perfect. It should be perfect on the bottom. Should have a nice, everything should be lined up. And you can see the top doesn't interfere with anything. So your Powerpod should line up just the way it normally does. Now, when you put it in, same way you put most of the things in. We're just going to hot glue it. And I put a bead of hot glue across the front here. You only have to go up as high as across the bottom. Put a nice thick piece of bead of hot glue in here, and then just go up the sides here. Don't really worry too much about the holes. Most of that's just there to save weight. It's plenty strong. Then you just lay it in. The hot glue will help spread it just a little bit. And slide her in. Press on the sides here. Get it nice and tight. Make sure it's tight all the way around. It's the way we want it. Pinch it against the sides. Press the bottom down. And there you have it. Nice, solid firewall. A lot stronger than just having the one piece of wood there, and it doesn't add too much weight. It spreads out a lot of the force farther back on the foam, so you don't have that one section right here that creases like you normally do. Should go in nice and square, everything line up. Now you can put your packing tape on there. Sometimes put a little hot glue just right along the back here, on both sides. Make sure it pinches up tight. And that's all there is to it. And there's your upgraded Powerpod. Gives it a little more strength. Doesn't change the looks, doesn't change the fit, doesn't even add that much weight. Thanks a lot. We'll have downloadable plans, and laser cut kits at attituderc.com. Thanks a lot.